Deep in the heart of India's lush jungle, where emerald vines twirled around ancient trees and golden sunlight filtered through the dense canopy, lived a remarkable boy named Mowgli. Unlike other children who grew up in villages with human families, Mowgli's family was quite different. He had been raised by a pack of wolves, with the wise Akela as pack leader and the gentle mother wolf Raksha, who had found him as a baby and taken him as her own.
Little brother, remember what I taught you about the bee's honey?
Never take from the red bees, only from the big black ones.
That's right, and why is that?
Because the red ones sting twice as hard, and their honey isn't half as sweet.
As they continued their morning lessons, Bagheera, the sleek black panther, emerged from the shadows. Deep in the heart of India's lush jungle lived a remarkable boy named Mowgli. He was Mowgli's other mentor, far more serious than Baloo, but just as devoted to keeping the man-cubs safe.
Mowgli, it's time for your tracking lesson. Can you tell me which animal passed through here recently?
A deer, and she had her fawn with her.
Excellent. You're learning well.
But their peaceful morning was interrupted by the warning calls of the monkeys high in the trees. Kaa, the massive python, had been spotted nearby. Though Mowgli wasn't afraid of most
Stay
jungle
close,
creatures,
little brother.
he knew
Remember
to be
the
cautious
jungle
of
law,
Kaa's
keep your
hypnotic
distance from
gaze.
Kaa when you're alone.
Yes, Baloo. But tell me again about the time you and Bagheera saved me
Baloo's
from the
eyes
Bandar
twinkled
log.
as he began the familiar tale of how the monkeys had once kidnapped Mowgli as they walked, and how his two Bagheera guardians added details had to the staged story, a daring rescue, making Mowgli laugh at their different versions of events. The day continued with more lessons: how to speak to the elephants respectfully, which fruits were safe to eat, and how to read the wind for signs of danger. As the sun began to set, turning the sky into a canvas of orange and purple, Mowgli and his friends made their way back to the wolf den.
Remember, man-cub, the jungle is both friend and teacher. Respect her laws, and she will protect you.
And don't forget to have fun.
That night, as Mowgli curled up in the den with his wolf family, he thought about how lucky he was. The jungle might be wild and sometimes dangerous, but it was his home, and every creature in it, from the smallest ant to the largest elephant, was part of his extraordinary family.
Sleep well, my little one. Tomorrow brings new adventures.
Good night, Mother.
Mowgli listened to the familiar nighttime sounds of the jungle, the crickets singing their evening song, the gentle hooting of owls, and the distant roar of a tiger that reminded him to be grateful for his protective family. As Mowgli drifted off to sleep, he smiled, knowing that tomorrow would bring more lessons, more adventures, and more memories with his beloved jungle family. In his dreams, he swung through the highest branches with the ease of a monkey, ran with the speed of Bagheera, and laughed with the joy of Baloo. For he was Mowgli, the man-cub of the jungle, and there was no place he'd rather be than in this wild, wonderful world he called home.